fights in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the ground with the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. Grab near the marker, it's Anthony. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The RPO, it's complete. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Horton. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, that's one that one. Good coverage.
The high crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And third down.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Wants to throw. It's Edwards. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7.
That makes the score Wisconsin 10, Alabama 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Got his man downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught near the sticks, it's Bernard. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They looked pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls and fires complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
To the air, it's Edwards. Pulls it in. It's Barry Johnson. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quick release on the RPO. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Makes the grab on the shuffle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Swings it out to the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
And the Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Makes the catch. It's Horton.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw at Simpson. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Williams. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot, to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Simpson. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fair catch called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off-play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Williams. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Badgers. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simpson. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Makes the catch. It's Horton. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Cuevas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's a heat. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. The throw. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And he knocked through the extra point, but that just made the loss a little less ugly, and the game is over. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.